Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG that will finally answer the question, why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mordor? And we are one step closer to answering that question. Around me are my internet friends. Say hi, internet friends.
Hi, internet friends.
We have two things to get to before we get to the announcements. Number one, I made two mistakes during the last session that I want to retcon to potentially advance a few things. I do apologize, but one is directed at you, Zach. I made Halloweth roll to resist the chains the episode before last, so 2 episodes ago. And then I made you roll again, which was very unfair of me, and I apologize, but we had a 5-week gap, so I forgot that I did it. So you can now roll back your target number 2.
I have done already.
All right, fantastic. The other thing to know is that I was looking at the incorrect stat when I rolled for Palando's check to see if he could find the cart as well, even though his eyes are burned out and he's got the magical powers and he's using them. He was successful with that roll. So we are going to pick things up having either about to find the cart or finding the cart. But I do think we're one short. Justin, come on in.
Because we could always use
He's
more.
back.
Surprise.
He's back. The boy.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
There he
Anytime, anytime. There he is. Hey.
There's so much more of you this time. Jesus Christ. But the whole
Nerds.
unpredicted party. Jesus
Nerds
Christ.
multiply like rabbits.
Jesus.
For those listening on the podcast, Tori is tearing up. Justin seems
totally
very
fine.
overwhelmed. Some
What
of you have.
miss?
Oh man. Where do we start?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's a good thing that's about to happen, but okay. I'm
Well,
ready to...
Doing great. We're doing great. What are you talking about?
It's fine. It's
Fine.
fine. It's fine.
As if this
It's all
particular
fine.
part needed any more chaos, you're reintroducing Halbarad into this whole shit.
Why do you think something bad's gonna happen? I am simply a lawful, neutral person.
No,
and
that's-
what?
Okay.
Well,
I am.
Okay,
All
fair.
these assumptions.
Making a few introductions. Justin, this is Tank Tolman and Kate Osborne. I believe you've played with one or both of them at some
Yeah,
point.
me and Tank
Yep.
grew up together.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, right, Tank?
yeah.
Yeah.
Tank, your face. Amazing. Katiosaurus and Justin, say hello.
Hi.
Katie, I have a feeling this won't be the last time we play together.
I feel like that's probably true.
All right, so let's continue moving on. We want to thank our sponsor, The Rook and the Raven. You can go to therookandtheraven.com for all of your note-taking for TTRPG needs. We are using the One Ring system by Free League Publishing. The music is crafted by Cullen, Vance. The battle maps are done by Lilwith the Cartographer, and the art is done by Sarah M. Shunky. And the scheduling is done by me. And I'm going to pat myself on the back because organizing this specific episode was a little bit chaotic.
What is happening? How is there going to have to be
There
so
are
many
20
people?
of us now.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do
Let's
it.
go. Let's go.
There are
What-
almost more guests than like cast members at this point. This is insane.
Yeah.
We're
Wow,
outnumbered.
all the guests could form their own party at this point.
But we still don't have a full fellowship. So
That's true.
you
True.
know, we need at least three more people. I'm bad at math.
Hey, Dee, don't do
1,
this to me.
2, 3,
Please, I can
4,
only...
5, 6,
Two.
7.
We got
Yeah,
Thran.
Is
two more
anybody
people.
a
We
hobbit?
need 2 more.
No.
No.
No hobbits?
No,
Damn.
no
No
hobbits.
hobbits. There
No
are
hobbits.
0 hobbits in this.
No hobbits. Yet. Don't
Yeah,
tempt me with a good time.
True. Yeah.
Don't
All right.
tempt me.
All right. When we last left off, the party had successfully killed Saruman. I'm sorry. I realize I never.
Saruman.
I realize I never
Gosh.
told you that part, Justin, and it's dawning on me now. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, I'm just
I-
watching Justin right now. I'm just like, I
Yeah.
wonder what this is going to be like for somebody who wasn't here.
I
Yeah.
purposely didn't catch up.
Good.
But we'll see how that goes.
That's gonna make for
Great.
some excellent role playing. You all successfully, well, you all, Halloweth successfully killed Saruman. You
I
all
did.
ran into Orthanc, rescued the two blue wizards and Radagast. Katie, you grabbed the Palantir and put it in your bag, and you managed to find a way out, not through the hang glider or hot air balloons, which, by the way, I am leaving in that episode. It hasn't aired yet, but that whole 5-minute thing while I was gone is staying in.
That was chaos.
It was.
That was awful.
You found a cave troll locked in an underground dungeon that actually managed to show you the way out and clear any dangers that would have been ahead. You didn't run into anything. It was through a pretty great insight check that Katie, Eowyn realized that the trees deep in the grounds of Orthanc were not just trees, and through some power of friendship magic that Halloweth has become some top notch at.
Who'd have
Oh yeah,
thought?
Halloweth's got magical powers now.
Oh yeah.
Justin looks so confused. He's
This
like,
is
"Wait,
so
where the
great."
hell did Eowyn come from?" Like,
I'm just listening.
yeah.
Pretty best.
I purposely didn't tell you a lot because I wanted to get your full reaction. This is so fantastic. Just your facial expressions. You made your way out of Orthanc through this cave, and we are going to pick up right as about 500 yards ahead of you. You see the troll veering off to the left, and your cart with your horses sprinting off in the opposite direction
Got all of our stuff.
with
What?
all of your stuff in it. How would you like to proceed?
Oh God.
Okay, yeah. Cue the yakety sax, the Benny Hill, because Barry carrying the two chests, one full of gems, one full of bones, and is clinking and clanking after this cart for sure.
Carry on. I'll just do this in the background.
Wait,
Oh
yakety
my-
sax sung by Gollum? Yes. This is
Yeah, there we go.
Huh.
Bjorn will assist by, you know how like you're trying to usher a toddler to go faster.
Yes.
He's gonna like push on his back, trying to get him to go faster to go.
very dangerous over short distances, but
Pick up
not
speed,
long
little
ones.
man.
All right. Is everybody going after the cart, I assume?
I'm gonna like push just Bjorn and say, "Hey, you are easily the fastest. Go get it. Like grab it."
All right.
Okay. Grimbjorn, you going into bear form?
No.
No, you're just straight up sprinting.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Make me an athletics check, please.
Barry's trying to keep up.
Oh, that's not a D20. We are in different.
Different system.
Actually, Howlett's gonna help. He's gonna charge after as well.
All right, cool. Cool. Athletics check as well then.
Can Barry still try?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
21.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
28.
21, 28, Halloweth.
I beat my target number by 3.
Cool. It takes about 15 minutes. You're tracking everybody down. The horses are going every which way through the forest, trying to avoid the spiders. There's trees moving a couple hundred yards behind you, still like.
Oh yeah, you didn't mention the spider. You didn't tell Justin about the spider.
Oh yeah, Isengard is full of spiders, and the Huorn sentient trees are destroying Orthanc.
How fun.
Yeah. We'll find all about that after the successful grabbing of the cart. After about 15 minutes, all of your stuff is there. It's covered in a little bit of spider goo, and some of the horses don't look too thrilled about what just happened. But the troll did not see them, and you are all safe. As you make your way towards wherever it is you are heading, I believe last episode you said you were going to Dunharrow. Is that still the plan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still the
great.
plan.
In the meantime, is there anything anybody would like to do before you get to Dunharrow?
Eat something, maybe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something
Have a little sit down.
Cool.
maybe
surrounded by
crawl.
the crushed carcasses of dog-sized spiders.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think a good cry could do us all a real nice job.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to wear off on you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to have a hot tub bonding sesh with
Oh.
Alvarad.
We do. That's they do
That's
happen.
a thing we do now.
Oh, how fun. How fun. This has changed a lot. GM. Okay. All right.
Really,
cool.
it's great seeing the contrast between like episodes 4, 5, and 6 and to where we are now, like a year plus later.
They were so
Yeah.
serious at the beginning. Now
Yeah,
Yeah.
we took it too seriously. And then Justin
Yeah.
came in and just didn't take it seriously, and it was great.
I took it seriously. Don't lie on my name.
You stole Hallowith's sword and threw it at the Angmar guy.
There was a monster attacking us. What did you want me to do?
Fight him, not throw the sword.
Is that
Anyway,
not fighting?
Sounds like
Touche.
fighting to me.
touche.
My face already hurts from smiling.
All right.
It works.
We're gonna go ahead then, and after a few minutes of mental disassociation, realizing you need to get to safety, you guys are gonna make your way from Isengard to Dunharrow. And as you start to approach, you see in front of you this enormous field with a mountain range just beyond it. And when I say enormous field, this isn't football level. This is multiple football fields, both soccer or National Football League in the United States levels of huge, covered in tents and campfires and horses. And you notice all at once, it's not entirely human. There are Elven style camps. There are Rohirrim style camps. There are these very bizarre makeshift ones that look almost like the really tall ones you see at like concert events that are like huge, that only have the tops, that are like ushering people in, almost organizing it. The smell of campfires, horse dung, obviously, cooked food. Imagine just an enormous campground with a bunch of horse girls and a bunch of elves. For those listening on the podcast, Tori just gave a little 2-arm shake.
I gotta represent.
Yeah.
Well, if this
So
isn't
we're-
a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it just sounds like we're at the Middle Earth equivalent of Burning Man.
You're not.
Is there
enti-
music? Do we hear music?
You don't hear music. In fact, all of you can go ahead. Make me an insight check. This one's pretty high, but I want to see if anyone notices.
I rolled a
So-
Gandalf.
You rolled a Gandalf?
Yeah.
I too rolled a Gandalf.
Oh my goodness.
I rolled a
10.
1.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
live chat's going to be firmly smashed 10 minutes
Starting
into this
out.
recording.
How
5 for you.
Yeah, I got a 5.
I rolled a 1 and a
I-
3. So
okay.
not enough.
All right. Halloweth, no?
Oh, no, I missed mine by 1.
Okay. I will say then, Grimbjorn and Beery, you two both notice the eerie quiet as you approach this huge muster. And on 2 Gandalfs, the first thing you notice is there are no animals that you can hear, no wild animals to be seen. There's no birds, there's no crickets as the light dies down, there's no fireflies, there's very few animals even there. There's just a bunch of the horses are still there. The horses are mustered, but it is desolate when it comes to, a wild forested area. You guys can make your way up the switchback of Dunharrow. And as you are approaching, someone comes up to you, Eowyn, a young woman, about 30, 35-ish years old. Lady Eowyn, you've returned.
Is it oh gosh, what was her name? I forget.
It's not Allah. It's not
Oh,
Allah,
okay,
your
okay. I was gonna feel so
lieutenant.
bad. I was
No.
like, yeah, Eowyn will sort of thank you. I'm sorry. Who are you?
A new recruit, one of the shield maidens. Your cousin Theodred, he brought me in. All of this is to say he is up there with a number of very important people from across Middle Earth. Your presence and the rest of your party has been requested.
Eowyn will like nod, look at the party, say, "Come, it's important," and just sort of like head up the hill and like sort of nod at the girl as she like walks by.
Gives a little wave. You all make your way up the switchback. Takes you like a solid half hour to get up there, and by this time, sun starting to set, twilight is approaching, and standing at the top of the switchback, waiting for you to arrive, is Halbarad.
Oh, that's
Halbarad.
me.
That's you.
Yes, that is me. Am I doing anything or am I just watching?
You are just watching, but they're close enough that if you were to call out, they would hear you.
Is my lieutenant next to me?
Yes.
Timothy? Okay. I turn to Timothy and I just whisper in his ear, take him down.
What? I thought these were your friends. You wanted me to.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like we trained. Show
Right.
them.
Pulls an arrow out of his quiver with the bow he is holding. And who's going first here?
I guess it would be me. I'm
it
like
would be-
leading the group.
Can I try and disarm? Sorry, can I try and disarm him with an arrow?
Why?
Make an awareness check to see if you even
Yeah.
notice
Trying to get
this
shot by
happening.
an
No,
arrow?
Timothy is high level now.
I've been
Timothy's
here 5
fine.
minutes.
He's like 12.
He's
I got
actually
a
the big
Gandalf.
bad.
I got a Gandalf with 6s. I am
Oh,
You're going
okay.
down, Timothy.
Okay, well, hang on. Let me make a roll. So, okay, not enough.
This kid.
Halloweth, you hear the twang of a bowstring, and you all immediately watch as Halloweth, quick as lightning, grabs an arrow, knocks it in the bow, and splits the arrow that is coming directly towards your feet, Eowyn, in half in midair. Timothy looks up at you, Halbrad, and goes, "Oh, you were right. They are talented."
I'm so good.
I'm sorry, are they shooting at us?
And I would like to ask Timothy, okay, this time.
No, I don't want to shoot at them anymore. I've already tried once. What do you think he'll do to me?
No, it's fine. They'll
No.
just at the feet.
Oh,
just
wait,
at
how
the
far
feet.
away are we?
By this point,
We
you're pretty
see
close
this
because someone,
guy.
Okay,
someone just
can-
shot at you, and you
Can
see Halbrad up top.
right, but can our elf ears hear this conversation?
Make an awareness check for me. We'll see. If
I want to know if I can
I'm
hear it too.
whispering.
elf ears, man.
Elf ears are
Bjorn
real
is in a
good.
full out sprint going to tackle
Oh, yeah.
Timothy.
Oh yeah, you just got elfed.
Yeah. So you can all absolutely hear this.
So Tauriel,
Grimbjorn-
like, she's got her bow drawn already, but she kind of like half lowers it, looks at the others, and says, "I think they're doing this for sport."
It seems actually like a very normal welcome.
Yeah, he's
I don't know who these people
Halbrad
are,
is a
so I'm
special.
running at them. And
Do you
trying
know
to
this
tackle
man?
them down.
Yes.
He is an acquaintance.
So do I see a bear running towards me?
you
He's
see
a-
about
he's a
an
man.
he's man right now, about an 8 foot tall. Timothy just full on screams and runs the other way.
I would like, okay, I do not move.
Okay, Grimbjorn, you
I don't
watch.
even- I don't even go for any weapon. I just don't move.
Okay, Grimbjorn, what are you doing?
Million-yard stare.
I'm gonna tackle him. I was gonna try and get both of them.
Timothy is long gone. Make an athletics check, contested athletics check for both of you.
Okay. Athletics? Oh
Yeah.
gosh, it's been a minute since I played this game. That's 2 dots.
Yes, it is.
So I have to beat. Okay, so I roll a d12 plus.
Mhm.
Okay, what could possibly go wrong? We'll be all right.
Oh,
There
he
it
said it.
is. He said the
What?
thing. He said the thing.
That's not a thing. I got an 8 for the d12, a 5 and a 2.
All right, so 15. Grimbjorn.
21.
Oh yeah, full on. Excuse the pun. Bear hugs you and tackles you to the ground. Grimbjorn, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna pin his shoulders down and be like, "Who are you?"
I would like to. It's an animal, right?
Mm-mm, human.
A human.
Do I,
form.
oh, you're in human form?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna stab him in the ribs,
Oh
but
God.
non-lethally.
Justin's back. Justin's back, baby.
I was
Non-lethally.
I would just, just a flesh wound. It's fine.
Hey, roll an
Charlotte's not
attack.
used to it.
This is almost as wacky as the last time I saw Justin, at which time we were attacking the sun.
It
So
wasn't
I
that
was there
bad.
too.
yeah,
I
Tank
was
was
there
there
too.
too.
What?
This is as wacky as that.
Grimbjorn, what's your parry score? And Justin,
What
make
is
a
it?
roll.
What is it now with the
Oh,
burst
you're
now?
wearing the armor. You're wearing the
Yeah.
armor. Okay, hang on. Let me find it in my notes. What was your parry score before? It was 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad.
Yeah.
You said there would be no combat, Don.
You initiated this, Justin. Don't put this on me. All
You
right.
made Dad mad.
Would
This
I have
ar-
to roll? Would I have to roll?
This armor is a +5.
Easy.
You have to beat a 17, Justin.
I have to be
Grimbjorn,
a
your new parry
17?
score with the armor on is a 17.
So that's strength. My strength. and
No,
that
this is an attack. You with your sword. So
Oh.
1d12 and however many d6 you have with your sword.
3. I could beat this. I could do it. All right. That is a 3 for the D12, a 6, and a 4. So
Does not beat it. Grimbjorn, this dude you've just pinned to the ground whips out a dagger and tries to stab you and hits the armor. But by now, the rest of you have come up to the point where these two are.
Fury pushes himself through like the glorious elf butts. What's going on out here? And just sees our old pal struggling on the ground. Well, oh, be damned! And runs up and joins into the dust pile.
stay back. I got him. I would like to.
Noogies.
I just want to
noogies.
say all of my attacks are non-lethal. See, I'm nice. I would just like to pin him back, like just flip the situation, where I'm on top.
Do we need to roll initiative?
No, you're going to make an athletics check with double ill favor. So you're rolling 3d12s
Sure.
and taking the lowest of the
You mean
three.
the illest favor.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
3 D12s.
Mhm.
The illest of favors?
It's the illest.
I have to get another D12. One moment. Okay. 3 D12s. Okay.
Tariel just stares at the other two elves like just
Oh, okay. That's not terrible. The lowest one is a 7. So, and then I add my D6s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. 3D6. Wait, no. Athletics, you said?
As you are doing this, I'll let you finish the roll. The elves and Eowyn will hear
Hey.
Master Halbarad. And you see Elrond walking up towards you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Did I say what I rolled?
What'd you roll?
I rolled 2 6s and a 2. Does that do anything?
Grimbjorn, no, let me set the scene like this.
So
You know that scene in the Avengers Age of Ultron where you watch Cap kinda move Mjolnir? Justin, Halbarad kinda moves Grimbjorn a little bit, but not much. He's still on top. Elrond appears before the rest of you and says, Master Halbarad, believe you should be resting after your injuries.
Oh. I should be resting. Okay. I would like to. Ooh, I don't want to play this.
well, attack Elrond. Just do it. Just to try and.
No, we had an understanding now. One last ditch effort. I'm gonna try and hit the bear man in the balls.
No, I'm calling it now. You are thoroughly pinned. You are thoroughly
one
pinned.
last shot. One last shot.
No, I'm calling this as the lore master. No, you're done. You're done. Timeout corner. Elrond.
I'm gonna look up a beer and just say, do you know this fool?
Oh, do we? He's actually a wonderful chap once you get to know him. I mean, he's a little rough around the edges, clearly.
He doesn't need a hammer to the face.
No, especially not that
No,
one.
do it. I need a hammer to the face.
Master Halberad.
No, let him up. Trust me. He's great.
If you all don't mind, and this is Elrond again, it seems we have much to discuss. Are you all safe? Do you need healing?
Do I know Elrond?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think Grimbjorn would know Elrond.
I'm pretty sure Tariel doesn't either.
Tariel has never met Elrond, but you're at least aware of him.
She's aware. I mean, she bows deeply,
Yeah.
but even like all the way through the bow, she's like staring at Halberad. Like,
And Hal is just going to look to Elrond.
this guy?
And to the others, he's going to don't worry, Elrond is harmless. He's fine.
And much like a referee attempting to just trying to like coax these two up to like mind themselves a little bit, using that kind of lower center of gravity to try and corral them a little bit, just to whip them into shape with touch.
Okay.
I'll get up and kind of push Halberd at a distance.
Fair.
On the other side of Beery, so he's in the middle.
Where's Timothy?
Timothy is gone. You all see Elrond standing in front of you, and Beery, you see a squat, about 3.5 foot dwarf push past him, and it's glowing. Gimli's dad goes, "Beery, you're here! Finally, it took you long enough."
I thought I'd never see you again. Come over here.
And he gives you a big old hug and
Proper
How are
dwarven headbutt.
oh, you got me. That was a good one. Ow, your head's gotten harder since last we met.
It has. It's gotten smarter too.
Oh, you'll have to show me later. Who are your new friends?
Oh, where do I start? Actually, and he kind of shuffles back up amongst them. These are my new friends. And actually, if you would in turn introduce yourselves, because I'm not gonna go talking over you. Points to Eowyn first. You go first.
Yes,
Eowyn
lass.
is like just baffled. Like she's just
Yeah,
so
this is the first
confused
time
at
you're
this
seeing
point.
a dwarf. Elrond
Like,
of Rivendell is
what
there. It makes
is
no
going on?
sense.
And Eowyn will just, I'm Eowyn, and just kind of like half bows and half looks at like Tariel, is like, what the fuck is this?
Tariel she's still just coming out of her bow to Elrond, and then just sort of gives a little bob, and also is looking at Eowyn. I have no fucking idea. I am Tariel of the Woodland Realm.
And you, the one that tackles him.
I am Grimbjorn of the Changelings, Bjornings.
Of the High Pass, the one that keep that pass safe.
That is correct, my friend.
An honor to meet you, sir. The dwarven commerce would be naught without your people's help. And he gives a really deep bow to you. There's a huge modicum of respect that he has for you. You can tell instantly. Alatar and Palando walk right past you, whisper something into Elrond's ear. And why don't we take a pause just real quick? Dog emergency. The last time we had a dog emergency, my dog ate paint, and you all decided you were going to build a hot air balloon or a hang glider to get off of Orthanc. So I feel
one
like
of us did.
So welcome back, Justin. I hope this hasn't been too jarring for any
Why
of
would
our...
it be jarring?
No, he seems
Fine.
very comfortable.
I meant
Yeah.
for everybody else.
For
except
everyone
you.
else.
Oh,
I was
no,
gonna
it's
gonna be
say,
great.
yeah,
It's gonna be
that was
great.
meant for all of you.
Yeah, I'm a little jarred.
What am
call
I doing
me
that's that
Fresh
crazy?
preserves. I'm jarred.
First 5 seconds. Here, Timothy.
Shoot him.
Shoot them.
So
Our new
you
friends
never-
are coming.
You never had a friendly shoot off,
I mean, to be fair, Tanel and Halbrad did nearly fight to the death.
True.
true.
It's called shooting the shit for a reason.
Oh.
Oh,
Come on, people.
Katie, I hope it's okay. We kept going with our jargon
Oh,
because the
it's
last time
fine. It's
last time we had a
fine.
dog emergency, it was funny, and I thought this would be funny as well. So just continuing with the theme.
She stole a box of D20s, and I was like, "You're
Oh,
not
no.
playing today."
Oh no. You watch as the blue wizards walk up. Alatar whispers something into Elrond's ear. There is a moment of locked eyes between the three of them. Elrond looks down at Gloin and says, see that our friends are welcomed and comforted. We have much to discuss. And the three of them turn about and walk away. At this point, Gloin says, right, well, guests of honor, I suppose you'll be wanting some room. It is a bit tight. So if you've got camp to set up, find a space and be welcome. And then come join us by the fire.
Yes,
Oh, we certainly will. Also, it's a little too quiet around here. Something happened?
Well, it's not what's happened, it's what's happening, or rather, what's not happening. There's nothing here.
It's growing. His influence.
Yeah, there's no birds. There's no beasts. I've yet to see not a sparrow in 3 or 4 days.
Well, that actually may be a good thing. At least the Master of Beasts does not have his eyes on this camp.
Or
Yeah,
the
it does,
Master of Beasts has called the beasts.
Amassing an army.
We have
No.
seen evidence of that already.
Why don't we all share what we've learned? Set up and come find us by the fire. And you all set up your various tents wherever they may be. And is there anything you all want to do in the meantime before we have this little mini campfire session?
Halworth's setting up his tent far away from the other ones. He this is a lot of people. Doesn't like people.
Yeah.
Beery is setting his camp up right next to Halweth. not getting the hints, but wants to be next to his pal.
Fair.
Yep.
Yeah, Tariel and her, well, I won't say retinue, but her compatriots will set up some short distance away from there. She also seems fairly overwhelmed by.
Yeah, you find
This.
Rayval and your group of elves. Rayval comes to find you a few minutes after you arrive.
Rayval.
Mm.
Pleasure.
He's drinking some elven wine. Lady Doriel, you've returned. Oh, what's up?
Quick pause. I thought we let Gollum go.
No, I
No.
commended him into Rayval's.
Perfect. Okay. For some reason, I'm sorry. Continue.
I have to change
look at
something
me.
in my notes really fast. Rayval drinking some elvish wine. Gollum's tied to a tree. Lady Tariel, you've returned. Thank goodness. Are you all right? Is everyone all right?
She looks down at her sort of spider splattered garb covered in dirt and such and says, as well as can be, do you usually drink on the job, Rayval?
Well, yes.
Yes.
I-
And
I
who's
thought
watching-
honest.
who's watching him?
Well, there you see he gestures over like 20 feet away. There are a couple of elves that are just sort of sitting there by a separate fire of their own, not really with any humans or any of the other dwarves, just sort of keeping an eye. It's not them shirking their duties. It's more no one really wants to get close to this thing, and he's tied up to a tree well enough that he's not getting out.
Oh, he's not getting out, is he? Because we don't have any experience with Gollum just getting away
My lady.
2, 3, 4 times. No, she
My
doesn't say this, but
Oh.
she's just taking it all in.
Mhm.
And says, and she approaches the campfire and just
Oh, Lady Tariel.
eyes in the back of your head, have you?
We apologies, my lady.
Your names. Your names.
You really gonna make me go into my list of
Yes.
elvish names?
Yes.
All right, hang on.
Oh, like you don't love going into your list of elvish
I
names.
do. I just like giving you grief for it.
Like the fact that you didn't just pick up like a binder with multicolored tabs kind of shocked and surprised.
Well,
me.
it's online. It's all online, and I need to roll several d12s to find them. So give me 12 seconds,
Sure.
Charlotte.
As
10.
Tariel is berating her underlings. Yeah, feels like a little, who's nearby? Who's nearest? Let's say it's 10. Hey, gives her a little elbow in the thigh.
Yeah.
Don't you just love it? And when she just gets all fired up, and it's not often you see, someone just really whips the insubordinates into shape.
Yes, it's quite impressive, but I have been on that side of the anger, so I feel a bit of pity for them.
Oh no, like, and he points to like the blank spot in his mustache where he put the hair.
Mm.
Oh, I get it. I mean, it was kind of fun a little bit. It was like kind of exciting.
Yes, I agree.
Tariel just ever so faintly tips her head towards Beery. Like if you were watching her closely, you would see her do this. If you weren't watching her closely, but she caught some of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Insight's a failure.
Yeah, no, you have no idea. So the three elves' names are Phylor, Meriden, and Salith.
Phylor, Meriden, and Salith. Okay, so have them give me their names, please.
Okay. I am Phylor, and the other one pipes up. I am Merelden, and I'm Salith, my lady.
Phylor, Merelden, Salith.
Hmm.
In a dialect of Sindarin, she specifically uses an iteration of the following phrase: "Are you new here?" to mean, did you just arrive in Middle Earth? Like, not are you new to this? Were you literally born yesterday?
They respond with no answer. They are silent.
I take it that you must be. So then you don't know that this creature is the slipperiest that we have yet encountered, the most deceitful little monster that you could hope to meet in the wild, and you're what exactly?
Attempting to keep an eye on him, my lady. From a distance, he smells rank.
Does he frighten you?
Merelden pipes up and goes, a bit. He frightens everyone, though. He's been much more well behaved since you. She remains silent.
Frighten you?
Yes.
By whom would you prefer to be frightened? Get up! Get to your posts!
No.
Do not let me see you shirking this responsibility again!
They are standing right by Gollum 3 seconds later. Fantastic. Anything else anybody wants to do before we... Yeah, Grimbjorn, what's up?
Grimbjorn's gonna approach Halowith with kind of a serious manner. 'Cause he's off.
This is a... He goes to say this is a pleasant surprise, but he really doesn't want to see anyone. So he's like, Grimbjorn, this is a surprise.
I just have to commend you for your skills in battle.
Oh, well, likewise, your strength is unparalleled to anything I know before, and your speed is very mighty indeed. I'm very impressed.
And then he's gonna kind of gaze down on his chest where the claw marks are. I want you to know how deeply sorry I am for what I did.
Think not of it. It was not your mind, it was the mind of the enemy, and that may manifest itself in many ways. I do not blame you, I do not begrudge you, and you are forgiven.
He kind of takes a second to take that in. I want you to know that I did not mean it, and I didn't realize what was happening. And knowing how skilled you are in battle with Eglos and your bow and arrow, seeing that you were only using it to protect your friends instead of harm me in that moment, it doesn't go unnoticed. And I want you to know that you will not have to worry about that ever happening again. You will not have to worry about that endangering any of our friends ever again until this is resolved. I will not be turning into a bear again.
Think not of it. You are pardoned by everyone here, and you are part of this company. It is something that we share a bond with, and I believe that your mind has been fortified with walls of iron. Never fear, I do not regret anything that I did, and I do not begrudge anything that you did. Let us put this behind us and have your claws as sharp as ever for the enemy.
That do well, my friend.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a pleasure to see you at work once again.
Thank you for your forgiveness and understanding and your hesitance to unleash the fury that I know that you have, because I could have been losing limbs coming out of that.
Likewise. Don't sell yourself short. But for now, I think we must all take some rest before a rather unloading campfire later.
He's gonna just give him a big bear hug.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine.
Thank you, my friend. And he'll set him down and just pat him on the shoulder.
Oh, and Grimbjorn, you will see your children again. I have no doubt about that.
Thank you.
And he goes back into his tent.
Take 2 fellowship points.
Oh.
Holy shit. That was
Oh.
bravo.
And the Academy Award
Bravo.
goes to
Wow. Well done. Okay. Well, fellowship points out of the way. My goodness, I gotta recover from that one. Is there anything else, Tanel? I think you said you wanted to do anything before.
We'll let that moment sit. I'll
Fair.
corner Halloweth later tonight.
There.
Yeah, there's a line for everyone.
No, totally fair.
Okay.
We will pick this thing up about an hour later as you all get settled around a fairly large campfire where you see Halbarad, Gloin, a couple of the dwarves from his retinue, as well as an elderly hobbit. Bilbo is there as well.
Oh.
gonna be great.
As he sees the 4 of you that he knows, he walks up to you and, oh, Master Halloweth, Master Berry, Lady Tanel, and gives you a little hobbit hug. Friend, it is wonderful to see you, and I see you have made friends. Oh, it cannot be. No, but he is long past. Are you? And he's looking right at you, Grimbjorn. Are you Grimbjorn?
Yes.
Oh, your father was a good friend. I miss him every day.
As do I.
Well, we have much to discuss. Come, sit. There is elvish wine and dwarven ale and the human ale, though I don't necessarily know if that will help with the elves. Anyway, come, sit. And he brings you all to the fire, and you all introduce yourselves and get started as you all catch up. Is there anyone that would like to start or begin the conversation?
Where do we even start?
I was
That
not
is-
emotionally prepared to be.
I know.
I wasn't ready.
POI, I do want to make sure that Timothy is here for this conversation.
Timothy can be sitting next to you.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
want him to leave my side this entire time.
Just to fill Katie, Tank, and Charlotte in, Timothy was a one-off joke where Justin was
Timothy
talking
is
to
not
his,
a joke.
he was said to his second in command, gather all the Dunedain, even little Timothy. And I, making a lighthearted joke, thinking nothing of it, said Timothy is 6. And that didn't matter. So child soldiers notwithstanding, you see before you about a 10 to 12-year-old young boy, but he's strong. He looks like he's seen some stuff on the way. But yes, Timothy is there.
Timothy is our Jarnathan.
Oh, he's
Sure.
not Jonathan.
Sure,
No
Yeah.
way.
sure.
Oh, yeah, I think Halbert's going to speak first, and he's going to say, "Strangers from distant lands,
6.
of old, you
That's
have
6.
been summoned here to answer the threat of Mordor.
That's 12. Carry on, keep going.
It's the
Keep
same
How,
line.
how far can you go? How far?
No, you can't do the whole friggin' we're not in Rivendell anymore.
No, you are not. Halloweth, that was really well done, and I will allow it. So, Council by the Campfire, carry on.
We have our allies are dwindling, and we need a plan of action which will involve several strands of fellowships going forth, both north, south, east, and west. What collectively, we can explain the past later, I think. We have many stories which could take all night. Are there any immediate threats that require answering this moment right now?
You.
Do you mean besides Halbarad? Ah!
No. No. Bilbo, tell them what you told me.
I told you many things on the road.
What you first told me.
You see Bilbo look down very sheepishly. I believe what Master Halbarad is referring to is certain rings of power that were misplaced, perhaps?
Stolen. Do not mince words.
Ooh, okay. Well, luckily, some of these rings of power are now destroyed, and they did hold a shadow over those that they possessed, but they are no longer of this realm. They are no more.
Quick point of order. All three of them are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember if one
You
was
destroyed.
one.
No, it's okay. You destroyed 2 in the Lothlorien battle. That's why the
Yes.
forest collapsed, and then
And
you
then one
gave the
Thranduil, yeah.
third to Thranduil.
Excellent. They are gone. They are no longer a threat. We need not worry about them taking over any more minds in the depths of shadow.
The problem is, our group traveled thinking we had them, thinking that we were protecting them.
They are not to be protected. They were nothing but evil from the moment the Gwaihir became all powerful.
And
I
we
mean,
had no
I'm sure
chance to find
I'm
that
sure
out.
Elrond can attest to that.
As our people were attacked, sought after, and now we never made it to our real destination over a lie.
What was your intended mission?
To destroy those rings of power,
Oh, well,
to help my friends.
Halibut looks a little sheepish for a moment to Barry Antonelli. Is like, you're welcome.
You'll have to forgive us. There was no way to communicate that with you.
Oh, there was plenty of ways to communicate. I sent you a letter.
Was it by bird?
What?
I sent you a letter.
By Raven?
Was it, Don?
So, quick point of order.
Oh no.
During our solo session, Justin sent 3 letters to various places, and you either left before they got there or never went there in the first place.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
So-
okay. Well,
So how would those lives be answered for?
We never received. You must believe me. We never received anything.
Where did you send those letters?
I sent them to Erebor.
Erebor, Lothlorien,
Lothlorien.
and oh god, I don't even remember off the top of my head where the third one was. This was almost a year ago. All of this is to say there is a little bit of tension that has built up in the people listening to this very exclusive conversation. It is right around this time. It says, you hear Gloin chime in and say, listen, the the birds and the beasts, there's a whole lot going on. It's possible the letters just got lost. Why are we not all drinking? And he passes around some mugs of ale, and there's a bottle of elvish wine that he produces from somewhere behind a log. Any of you elven folk are interested in partaking?
No.
Potentially later, but for now, my mind needs to be sharp.
My lady, I'm sorry, looking at you, Eowyn. With the blonde hair, I just kind of assume you're the leader of this whole, you put all of this together, that's you?
I could not accept such an honorable task. Such an honor is not befitting one such as I.
So you are not the woman that single-handedly reformed the Shield Maidens of Rohan?
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Well, then you
A s-
have much honor and you must drink with me, I insist.
Squeak,
All right.
I wouldn't do that.
squeak of a
That's
tap.
That's very good.
Hands her over a ale.
Uh,
More of an ale.
It
Aeon will
occurred-
kind of like wink at Tanel and just be like, I don't know, I'm not in charge. I just work here.
She just like smirks and kind of like gestures like, Go ahead, drink."
Right. Yeah. all right.
Don't take the elven wine. That'll, for want of a
carefully.
better term, fuck you up.
All
No,
right.
no, we're all on the pricklies. No, we need to loosen up a little bit. Get
occurs to
inspired.
me that
Don.
Tower-
Oh,
hang on.
Go ahead,
ahead.
Charlotte.
I noticed a plot hole. Tariel should not needed to have introduced herself to Gloin because she knows him already.
True.
Oh,
You imprisoned him.
oh, that's
I
right.
threw him in a cage.
You know
with all
what?
of
You
his
know what?
friends.
We're going to retcon this a little bit because this is what's going to happen.
Back it up.
After that Eowyn scene, pouring the wine, Gloin looks around and goes, just does a quick double take it.
Hi,
Hello?
are you well?
As well as I can be. You?
As well as I can be. I'll have some of that wine if you don't mind.
Looks down at it. I should have stolen more. Hands it to you.
Wait. But do you know each other?
Oh, aye. This one threw me in a prison with my companions as we were making our way to our homeland.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
But you didn't stay there long. You got some stories out of it. Bilbo, surely. A story is worth it, yes?
Bilbo looks at you sheepishly. It is good to see you again, Tariel. Yes, I think we can all agree the past is in the past. Let bygones be bygones, and we have much to fight against, and we are you can see he's kind of getting nervous as like the spotlight has now been put on him. We are stronger together. Yes?
That's the spirit.
Yes, yes.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. And he just kind of clinks and drinks some dwarvish ale. I'm going to go ahead and make an awareness check for our boy here.
Oh, Bilbo.
6. So that's a 12. Oh, no, excuse me. That's a 9. I learned that a couple of episodes ago. Yeah, Bilbo's fine. He knows how to hold his own.
Has anyone heard any news of Arwen? Anyone around this whole table, campfire place?
Don, would I know the answer to that? No.
Check your text messages of the notes that I sent you. The notes that I sent you.
Pause.
I say nothing.
Mm.
Okay, hang on. I gotta think about who's here. Hang on.
Elrond would have heard something if anything.
Yeah.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elrond is not.
But
Elrond's
does
not there right now.
Oh, he's
Elrond's not there. But
Elrond's
are-
not there right now. No, he's
are
with the
me
blue.
and Elrond are the
Oh,
same
he's with-
thinking.
oh, I thought we all got back to okay.
That
'Cause
is
Elrond was there, and
Elrond-
Bilbo was there. So I am choosing to say nothing. Do with that information with you. What
Okay.
you would.
As you ask the question, Bilbo chimes in and says, "Oh, Lady Arwen, yes,
I shoot Bilbo a look.
Very noticeable.
I
make a
must match that. Hang on.
insight check Halloweth, persuasion check Halbarad."
Oh, Gandalf.
Persuasion?
Screwed.
Oh yeah, you absolutely catch it. You absolutely catch the mean mug he does.
He's gonna pin Halbrad with a glare. Like, if you have information, now is the time.
I would like to take my ale and I would like to pour it into the fire.
Okay, all right. I'm feeling some tension here.
What?
We're friends here, damn it.
Orvish ale, right? That he's just poured into the
Mhm.
fire.
Yeah.
Seems insulting.
Fire goes up. A little big consuming of the alcohol and burns down.
Points with his mug. Hi, Halvorad. I love you to death, but you got some answering to do. You clearly know something that you're not telling us.
What is there to tell? What is
Hey.
there to celebrate?
My friend over here, points to Hal. My friend over here is awfully keen, and I trust his eye any day.
You trust his eye any day.
Once did yours, but maybe not so much these days. What happened to you?
What happened to me? I would like to look at Timothy.
Mhm.
Oh, he's here. Timothy's here and Elrond isn't. What are you
Mm-hmm.
doing?
Timothy's with Halbrad. Elrond's off having a council with the two blue
I know,
wizards.
but how is Timothy summoned to the council of?
Beery, where did you go after I last seen you?
Well, I went on an adventure, a real good one too, with these three, and it became all of us.
Oh, okay. Then what?
Found myself here, made a couple of things, made some more friends. Yeah.
You made friends. I buried while you were making his friends, I buried his parents.
That's real sad.
You treat us as if we are your enemy.
Because you did not act like our friends.
You shot at us as we walked up the hill.
I did.
You did what? That's Gloin.
Is that a customary sign of friendship where you come from?
Look, as you were gallivanting and fellowshipping and running around doing whatever you needed to do, we were being watched. We were being killed. We were being hunted.
Do you think we weren't? Lorien's gone. I have nothing. And you think you are the only one with pain?
I would like to throw the cup into the fire.
Okay. Cup goes into the fire.
What is the construction of this cup? How precious is it?
It's a typical wooden mug.
Oh, wood.
ale.
Yeah, let it burn.
Eowyn will clear her throat and
ahead.
she'll go, an excellent demonstration. Fire destroys, it consumes. You can throw anything you want into it if you'd like, but ultimately, once the action is taken, it destroys. So does anger, so does hate, so does resentment. And all of these things that you have mentioned, we have all been experiencing them. We have all lost. We have all felt the fire. We have all paid the price of a greater evil. This is not the time to squabble over petty differences. This is a time to find common ground and figure out how to put the fire out together, not make it stronger. And she just kind of like takes another sip of elven wine because she's feeling real good and really speechy right
There
now.
you go. Okay, make an
Yeah.
awareness check though, because
Okay.
Nice. That was
Sorry, I
epic.
will drink to that.
Also-
Eowyn accidentally closed her character sheet and can't
In the meantime, Beery is 100% getting in between Tariel and Halbrad, just in case she charges him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's looking like she does a little respectful nod to Eowyn, but she looks like she may try to snap her goblet in half and put a shard through this man's eye in a second.
and I
Don't
got
tempt me with a good time. Okay.
Hey,
I got a 17 all told.
17, you maintain your awareness. The elvish wine, you're just feeling good. This is great. It is around this time that the speech that Eowyn sort of gives is taken, and Beery puts himself in front of it. Gloin joins you in sort of interceding. I believe this last speaks true. We are stronger together. Halbarad, we talked about this. You watch that temper of yours. We don't know what they went through. They don't know what we went through. Aye?
I sit down.
Aye.
Forgive me for the outburst.
I say nothing.
We've-
Eowyn,
oh.
sorry, Dad,
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Eowyn is going to furiously look at Tanel, like fire in her eyes, fire reflecting off, and like point, and it's a little wobbly. And she says, "You have nothing to apologize for." And she'll just take another big drink.
Then
Fantastic.
raises his mug and looks at Timothy. To those we have lost and the new friends that we have found, may we come together as one to defeat this Dark Lord.
Little tear runs down Timothy's eye. You see everybody around raising their glasses. Right. So, what do we do now?
I believe I asked a question that has yet to be answered. Gloin, Bilbo, Timothy. If those unwilling to answer may stay silent, I request an answer of you.
From behind you, you hear a voice, Elrond's, say, Master Halloweth, my daughter and my sons have taken the paths of the dead. It seems you have all been very busy. Halbarad,
I say nothing.
he nods and glances at all of you. We are all on the precipice of a dangerous road. Paths may cross, paths may part, but we must decide what to do next. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
Oh.
Mm. when we last left off, Elrond asked what we do now. What we're going to do now is we are going to transition into that evening and the next morning when the council will be held. Before we skip to the next morning, are there any conversations that people would like to have with each other, balls that could potentially be kicked, or questions that need to be asked?
Tariel is definitely, after Elrond says that Arwen and his sons have gone to the paths of the dead, she's gonna sit up real straight
Okay.
at that. And after he finishes, says, respectfully, Lord Elrond, how? Why? I don't understand.
I look at Elrond.
He looks back at you. He raises his eyebrows too.
I roll my eyes.
Lady Tariel, my daughter is with child. The only heir to Isildur resides in her.
And does she carry the sword?
I hope so.
She just sits down, sips at her wine. What more needs to be said?
Not much.
Okay, it's a lot to take in.
He's been doing some processing.
Yeah.
Hope that was evident by my acting just there. Any other conversations as the evening draws to a close?
I'm gonna train with Timmy for the
Okay.
night.
Okay. This would
That bitch is
probably
gonna have twins for sure.
that
And all Luke and Leia. It's
There's
be
gonna be a
great.
war of
I was looking at the
succession.
Jesus Christ. Stay tuned for season 2 of the Unpredicted Party.
Oh,
No, I got plans for that already.
The
Anyway,
Unpredicted Party, Return of the Jedi.
hey, don't knock it. I do have a Star
Oh, I know,
Wars
I know, I know
crossover.
you
That's true, yeah.
Talk about it.
We have. Tank, Eowyn, anything you, or excuse me, Grimbjorn, Eowyn, anything either of you would like to do before the evening draws to a close?
I honestly think I'm good.
Okay.
For right now. I have an idea
Fantastic.
for maybe tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, Grimbjorn.
I'll go watch Halberd train with Timothy.
Okay. As you do, Bilbo is going to walk up next to you and say, "My dear boy, I seem to have this this book that I've been writing stories in. I wonder if you might be able to help fill in some of the blanks." And we'll fade there as you continue to tell the stories there.
I hear a distressed kitty cat.
Is that a
Sorry.
cat or a child?
It's I was hoping the mic wasn't picking it up.
It's a
No,
little
it's
bit. We can
okay.
redo that. Yeah, no, go do your thing. Go do your thing. In the meantime, let me tell you all about the different types of Magic the
Oh,
Gathering.
no.
deck.
No!
Oh, it is a
No,
cat! Hi, kitty. Oh my God. You know how small that cat is because Tank is an enormous human being. So, like, that thing's tiny.
Oh, precious.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Sorry, I
Please-
thought you were
please
going to go
guard-
take care of one of your kids, but it actually was a cat, a distressed cat.
So that's Saruman. No.
Just a Bilbo, get it right.
Bilbo.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Can I corner Halloweth at the end of the night?
People are cornering Halworth left and right.
Mhm.
here. This is
Get 'em.
wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you talk about your feelings for a little bit.
No, he hates that. He hates talking about his feelings. No. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
I've had
back and
I've had this note for like 4 sessions. So
Ah.
He's already
Oh,
gotten
it's
a hug day,
disgusting. He
so
doesn't want that. No.
if nobody else wants to do anything, this will be like as everybody's going to bed for the night. I'm leaving. We're all good. Cool.
Carry on. I'm not saying a word.
That's not us
So,
anymore.
yeah, so
No.
Tanel will find Halloweth as everything's quieting down for the night.
Yes. To know. Hi. Just heading to bed, actually. But
I know. Are you all right?
As well as one can be, I suppose. Why?
After everything with the Balrog, I had just noticed you seemed off, and I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Well, in Lorien, when I first tapped into this ability, the power of the earth and magic of nature, I suppose, it was more powerful than I've ever felt. And to have that slowly chipped away with shadow and distress and everything that can hold against me, it's wearing, and I can feel that power slowly drain, but maybe it's still there, but it just feels buried. I hope to uncover it again when need calls.
I understand. I'm sorry that you have been going through that. I wanted to make sure you are all right. Everything has been moving at a maddening pace.
Indeed. I feel like I've experienced a whole lifetime in the space of blink of an eye. So yeah,
Yes.
Everything's all feels on fast forward, and it's just never stopping. It's relentless, ruthless. But that is the case for everyone, and I don't claim to be any more affected by it than anyone else. So I keep doing what I need to do, chugging along and making sure that I can protect those around me and myself, and hopefully the fate of Middle Earth, which I never expected to be in our hands.
Yes, that is shocking. Well, good. I think the tides are turning. I don't think everyone realizes that we do have quite a lot at our disposal. I know a little bit about what Arwen is seeking.
How so? Pray tell.
When we fought the Balrog, I think I was gone for a bit. I saw my sister and she told me where Arwen was going. And I don't think anyone will believe me.
I'll believe you. The other realm to which you may have briefly entered is unknown to almost everyone. And so if you have any knowledge at all, I'm most likely to trust it. Please, what did you see? What did you learn?
I mean, not much. She just said that Arwen was going to a place where human souls could rest. Or not even rest, just that's where they go. I don't know what awaits them there, but it seemed that it was very important. And it might be worth following them.
I planned to do so the moment that Elrond spoke.
Good. Well, we'll just have to convince everyone else.
However, that being said, I don't think this should be a mission for many. I was deliberating going alone, but I can see that you have already caught on quicker than most, and honestly, I'm not entirely surprised.
Yes, I wasn't going to let you do that, and the moment you and I disappeared, we would hear Biri not very far behind us, and then Tariel, and then Eowyn, and then everyone I think would be following you, unfortunately.
My thoughts exactly. However, we shall deliberate in the morning. I do not believe it should be a task given to more than a handful. This is no army. You cannot penetrate that mountain with sheer force alone. We shall reconvene in the morning, but maybe a small troop of us to go. However,
Yes.
much else in this land requires our attention. It's, as you
Yes.
say,
Yes. Well, thank you. And
checking in. It's rare, and I know that I keep it that way. But thank you. And wherever you went, whatever you may have learned that is useful is good. But I'm awfully glad you're back.
I am as well. Sleep well.
And you.
And she leaves.
I can't hear
You're
what
muted.
you're saying, Don.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. Take that fellowship point, you two.
Yay!
I muted my microphone locally because I was not about to interrupt that. Well
So
done.
much friendship today.
Oh my goodness.
Friendship.
Okay. Okay. So before we get to the morning, two things are going to happen. Number one, Beery, in the middle of the night, you hear a rustling outside of your tent.
You peaked. We can't hear you.
Oh, hang on. It's Gollum. It's
I
Gollum.
assume so.
Yeah.
Just
Master Beery.
no, it's just beer. And then he just like peeks up like the lower bit of his tent. You know, and just to peek in, is he like right there, wherever the sound is coming from?
Maybe he comes in.
Of course you can. I meant to step by, but yeah, come. With
Master,
all the elves and things, everything was very like official, and I didn't want to interrupt anything. Yeah, come on inside.
Master Beery. Don't make us leave this place. You've returned, which means we might be going somewhere, and we don't want to go anywhere.
Would you? Well, he looked to his hands. Wasn't he tied up last we saw him?
Yes.
He's no longer tied up.
He's no longer tied up.
Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, and imagine like if like he lights a little candle inside. It's like when two kids at camp are in their little tent and they're like telling ghost stories, like huddled up.
Oh,
All right. So where would you like to go? Would you like to stick around with me?
no, we want to stay here where there are no beasts and birds to whisper at us.
You've been hearing whispers from the beasts and birds.
At night, they come to us, whisper things in our ears, ask us questions, tells us what to do, tells us to kill all of you, but knows we resist. But here there is no birds, no beasts to whispers. We want to stay here.
Oh, buddy.
Oh man. So it feels to me like destiny has chosen great things for you. Oh boy. Now, at this moment, you have two choices. You can either be brave. You can either, do the thing you're afraid of, or stay here. It's your choice.
What's the brave thing we need to do, precious? The dwarf is
Don't listen to him. I will support what you want to do, okay? All I'm asking is, ask yourself, who do you look up to? Smeagol, who do you look up to the most? Anyone?
Kind of stays quiet for a second.
We are very small. We look up to everybody. They are taller than us.
It is quite clever. Okay. How do I say this? So, I respect that you're afraid. There's nothing wrong with being afraid. Heck, I'm terrified too. And I bet all my fangs are, because, we're all heroes and things, but we're shaking in our boots. But we choose to be brave.
You choose brave?
Yeah. That's the whole thing about bravery, is that we are scared and we look right down the ugly's face and then we persevere.
Do the scared thing.
Do the scared thing. Oh,
To-
yeah.
To be brave, yes?
Yeah. He grabs like the little pint that he set aside for the morning. And you know what? This helps too. It's like
What?
brave juice.
Brave juice.
He takes it, gives a little sniff,
Mm.
brings it to his lips.
It grows on you.
Yes, we're brave now.
I mean, like, you're gonna have to prove it to me. It's not just something you wear like clothes.
We should drink all of it.
And he starts downing the entire thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're going to cut to another middle of the night
Okay.
conversation. Grimbjorn, where are you right now?
He's laying on his pack outside underneath the stars.
Okay. As you drift off to sleep, you feel a hand on your shoulder. It is Palando, the blue wizard. He puts a finger to his lips and gestures for you to follow him.
I'll follow him.
Okay. He brings you into a tent where Alatar and Radagast are. Alatar looks at you and says, "Thank you for coming. I have something I want to discuss with you.
All right.
This is, of course, your decision. However, there may be a way for you to see your children."
We'll get on with it.
What did you see when you looked into the Palantir?
I saw Guahir fusing my children into trees in an attempt to make them a pure form of whatever his dark, twisted desires were, trying to eliminate the human within them.
Radagast says he saw something similar. Giant beasts, engines of war, things the size of houses. Whatever this council may be able to deliberate, it may not be enough, but there is another way, if you are willing.
Of course.
When you were in your bear form, did you see a two-legged bird standing as a human does?
I did.
Did he make you an offer?
He did.
What if you accepted that offer, but you feigned your loyalty?
How would I be able to resist his power when I'm in bear form? Because I assume that's what he would want me to be.
We will go with you. You are our catalyst for getting in, but he wants us to help him. And it seems that Radagast may have been able to convince him that at least he was on his side. We can figure out the details on the way, but if we get you in, you can find your children and get out. We can take care of the rest. End this before more lives are lost.
I have to try.
Very well. Tell no one. We will be in touch soon. And we are going to pick things up the next morning at the enormous council. Sitting there, got my notes.
Hey, Don,
Yeah,
before we do that,
yeah,
can I do one thing?
yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
Hey, group, will you be real mad if I do something real dumb real quick?
Oh
Do
no.
it. Do
What is
it.
I don't know.
Um,
Do it and let's find out.
Yeah.
So I think
I was going to ask what, but how dumb?
How dumb are we
I'd say
talking?
like a 7 out of 10 scale.
Okay.
Like
Dumb.
I'm not gonna die, but
Is anyone going to die?
maybe. I don't know. We'll see what
Alright,
happens.
I like it.
Because here's the thing. I think Eowyn sits up for most of the night and she's kind of thinking about like where she is and the fact that, you know, like this is just a lot. This is a lot, and she doesn't know what to do next. And I would like to say that just as the sun begins to rise, and people start sort of like stirring in the camp, I want to look into the Palantir in my backpack.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
Katie, point of reference. I love where this is going. Now, I already had in my mind that Beery did not go back to sleep after Gollum
Got drunk.
interrupted his sleep, and he's been kind of by the smoldering fire tinkering.
Okay.
So he
Yeah, and I want to
Okay.
He's
circle
up
back
and
to
away.
that too. And Don, I sent you a DM.
a text.
but-
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay. Hang on.
Move.
No, in this chat.
Oh, in this chat. Okay. Hang on. Hang on.
But go ahead.
Alright.
Katie can do her thing.
Yeah, Katie, do your thing.
Take care of Katie's thing
I'm gonna
first.
look.
Okay,
Because
uh,
my goal is like I don't know what is gonna happen, but I'm hoping that ahead of this meeting I can at least be of like some use. Like
Okay. Cool. So here's what we're gonna do. Charlotte, I'm gonna have you roll an awareness check for your thing.
Hmm?
Katie,
Uh, this is my camp, right? And I've been up all night training. Do I
uh,
hear anything that's going on?
we'll see if you hear this, but I'll say people can get involved if and when it comes to that.
I passed my awareness check.
Okay, great. I will message you back privately.
Okay.
Meantime, Eowyn, please go ahead and set the scene for me as you gaze into the Palantir.
I think this is like a little kid at camp, like when they're not like when they've got their flashlight and they're reading. And so I think it literally is like under the like a blanket. Like I
Mhm.
don't think she takes it out of the tent. I think she has her thing. She's got like a cloth like ready to sort of like quamp. That's not a right word, but like a sound effect backed over it. And so she's like she's really nervous, but it's like at what point, you know, I don't know. So let's just see what happens.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work.
Okay.
I love this.
As you touch the Palantir,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an awareness check for me, please.
Okay.
By the power invested in me by my English degree.
I-
Quamp is now a word.
Yes.
Nice.
And I got 16. So yes, that was above.
Okay.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I panicked for a second.
No, you're
Oh
fine.
no,
You're fine.
numbers.
Because you're looking into the Palantir. That's
I
why.
was.
Yeah, it's a little bit stressful. Okay,
Okay.
hang on 1 second.
Okay. Oh, great. Cool.
Eowyn,
Yeah.
on a 16, you feel your body begin to almost be transported into this other world ether. You still see the world around you, but it's hazy and dark, and everything kind of looks like it was just on fire and has only just been put out.
Okay.
Bollocks. Okay.
Your body rises up a couple feet above you into the air, and you are immediately pushed hundreds of miles east, where you see an enormous swamp. And in the swamp, there are any number of birds and beasts and creatures and engines of war. Enormous just trolls in steel-plated armor carrying clubs, four-legged rhino-looking things but with two horns, carrying an enormous siege engine, a handful of orcs here and there, flocks of birds scattered everywhere. And you see these enormous dragon-looking things that, given everything you know that these new friends have told you, would be the fell beasts. Go ahead and make me a scan check.
I need to break the silence for a second. I just need to let something roll over me before we continue, because this is a very big moment. When you brought the music in, the quality was very good on my headphones, and I swear to God, it sounded like a bomb went off in my front yard. So I whipped around to be like, what the boom, boom, I heard. I was like, what the hell? And I looked out my window, and then I was like, okay, no, it's cool. It's cool. And I put my headphones on and I heard it again. And that's when I realized it was coming from the computer and not the outside. And Max has seen the entire thing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Been dying. And
are you okay?
You nearly killed me, Don. I was not ready.
Who do
sorry.
we
There it is.
thank
There,
for
right
the
there.
Amazing music.
Oh my God.
All right, what'd you get on your check?
Lucky for
sorry.
me, I get extra dice for scan. Because I got a 17.
With a 17, there is an enormous two-legged bird that is standing on hind legs like a human, with wings sprouted out of its back, huge claws, probably a good 8.5 feet tall right now, about a 12-foot wingspan. And this is the strangest thing you pick out of this entire scene.
Okay.
As your body begins to sort of transition into this new phase, is there anything you would like to do in given this vision?
Honestly, I just want to see if I can see any, like, this is weird, but any sort of like maps. Like, are there any like strategy maps on the table? Has anybody like drawn like a this way to wherever? I'm trying to figure out like where specifically they are and like how far away they might be.
You're still pretty high up. You're getting about 100-foot view. If
Can I
How do I
swim
wanna
closer?
Yeah, I don't know if it would be the swimming action exactly, but yes, I'll say you have exerted enough control over this thing that you can hold on to it and get closer to what you would see to be almost like a clearing. There's no boggy water. There's no swampy area. It's just normal.
Okay.
Oh. Did we lose Charlotte? Okay, she's muted. You're muted.
I'm still here. Max won't stop, and I need him to stop. I'm sorry. Literally every time I look at him, he's still laughing, and I need him to stop. And so I was sorry. I'm
Fair,
so sorry.
fair. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Max, you turn off your camera. Okay?
No, keep your camera on, please.
You're ruining it. You're ruined. This is Eowyn's moment, Max.
That's fine.
It
I'm
messes
just
up the
like
whole
swimming
feed
in the
when
air
he
to
cameras
find a
up.
map. It's no big
Well,
deal.
that's cool, and we should be focusing on.
Right. So, Eowyn, as you move closer, you do see this enormous bird being
This guy. Okay.
discussing with several other bizarre and different looking creatures. You see an enormous tree standing by it. He seems to be talking to the tree. You can't quite make out what he's saying. There is another orc that's probably a good 6 or 7 feet tall, huge. There is also an enormous badger that seems to have almost started to learn to walk gorilla style, and it is it's the biggest thing you've ever seen. It's maybe 5 feet tall as far as badgers go, but all around you are these warped creatures. Go ahead and make me a scan check if you're looking for something specific.
Okay.
This badger went to prison.
Badger. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mushroom,
no, regular
mushroom.
dice at 12 is a Gandalf, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 12,
Oh,
30,
it's
20,
the
30, 60.
same.
Wow, that's some real.
It's
old
so
man
embarrassing
stuff.
that I have to count on my fingers every
No,
time.
you're fine. You're fine. That's
but
just
I do
another
too.
game.
22.
With a
Gandalf.
22. I'm gonna stop the music right now because
Thank you.
what you have just done is gonna negate the roll I just made,
Oh,
which is going to be
no.
a quick perception check to see if they see you.
Ooh.
You are able to glance over this humanoid bird's shoulder.
Okay.
And you see that the layout of Middle Earth has changed
Okay.
pretty drastically on this map. The Mordor area,
Okay.
you see, instead of a black gate represented on a map, is now what looks to be drawings of a forest. You see the dead marshes that are labeled as such are basically like a staging ground for what looks to be a pretty huge frontal assault for sending out the masses that you have just seen of all of these creatures every which way.
Okay.
You also hear, hang on, I gotta check my notes for this. Why is it, Katie, whenever you say, can I do something dumb, you manage to just perfect.
special
So
skill.
far, this is great.
Yeah. Katie, you managed to hear the orc say, "My lord Gwyer,
Oh.
are our forces strong enough to wipe out everyone?" And you watch as Gwyer takes him by the throat.
Question me again, Rushnok, and I will ensure that it is the last question you ever ask me. Now those that pledged loyalty to you are teetering on a thread, a knife's edge. I will not tolerate any more insubordination. I shall feed you and your kind to the Ents that sided with me. Are we clear?
And you watch the orc nod ever so slightly.
Now, go and oversee preparations. Shelob!
And behind you,
What?
an enormous spider, easily 3 times your size.
Master Gwyer, you call for me.
Yes, I have things to discuss with you.
I'm going to go ahead and make a insight check for Gwyer here.
Wait,
You want a low number here.
Is Gwyer
Oh.
hot?
I was gonna say, I was like, can I swear fealty to Gwyer? Instead, I changed my vote. I
For one, welcome our bird overlord.
I made the shirt for a reason, guys. I made the shirt for a reason.
Oh, evil Ents is such bad news.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oy.
That's a really, you got to give it to him though. That Gwyer, that's a high level of charisma when you can
Yeah,
persuade some
totally bird
trees.
daddy.
Yeah.
Make that a shirt.
No, I'll leave that one for you, Charlotte. I'll leave that one right for you. Eowyn, please go ahead and make me a stealth check. No, don't you dare. Is that another Gandalf?
Yes! Yes!
Hey,
The
you're
audience is going to be
sneaking around.
wasted. Mashed.
Sorry. I can change dice.
No, don't you dare.
I don't think you're sorry.
No, I don't think you're
I'm like
sorry at
I'm
all.
like a miniature amount sorry. Because I feel like I was gonna be like, oh look, a thing, and then we're gonna go to the council, and now I feel like I've spent a lot of time on this and I feel slightly
No,
guilty.
we are learning
Keep
so much.
spending.
Eowyn deserves this.
Yes.
She does.
Okay.
All right, hang on. I'm going through my notes. Don't you worry.
And
Okay.
also, we need this. This is such a good idea. I take back
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Well,
this is
it
not
was-
a stupid idea. It's amazing.
Aowen's just gonna rock back up to the council with like a notebook, be like, "Here you go, fam. You're welcome. Fucking contribute."
Oh my god.
There was a high level of failure, and you pulled it off.
That's-
Here we are.
High level of failure that really only Gandalf's for. Oh my god, I can't believe. All right, hang on. I got to get myself organized. Live chat, this counts as them breaking me. So go ahead and drink again. Okay. So rather than just have a two-person conversation with me and Gwai here for the next like 20 minutes,
Okay.
what I am going to tell you is the following bits of lore that I have had written for months that you are going to discover from this conversation. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Number one, Shelob is his left hand or right hand man, lieutenant, however you want to say it. It's Shelob and Gwai here are the top two right now.
Okay.
Shelob is then asked a question by Gwai here. How long until your children are fit to fight?
Okay.
You hear it will be another 2 weeks.
Okay.
You also hear them mention, what of the passage by the sea?
Okay.
Okay. You also hear no mention of any of the fell beasts that are circling around,
Okay.
but you do hear mention of the banished Nazgul to where exiled humans reside.
Okay.
And that is where I'm going to go ahead and make another check.
You're gonna leave us there.
Wow.
All right. Eowyn, can
Yeah.
you please roll me an awareness check, please?
Oh, sure. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I got a 9.
Okay. With a 9, this conversation goes on for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And you, after about 20 minutes, hear Gwai here hold up a claw and look slightly to his left
Mm,
and reach out towards where you are standing, pass just in front of your face, look back down, and makes a lunge right at you. I'm going to go ahead and make this attack roll with 1d12 and 3d6s.
Oh
Can I
no.
just throw the Palantir back in the backpack?
With your awareness checks, you will notice that he also has the Palantir on him in a little belt buckle.
Okay.
You have to continue holding the Palantir, and it is going to take an external force or you rolling well enough to let go on your own to
Okay.
drop it.
That's cool.
You are going to take 4 points of damage from a claw attack. I did not roll a 6.
Okay.
And you now have the ability to either let go, or I will now allow, if you do not roll well enough, anyone who is awake or aware to hear the scream that Eowyn lets out as she is attacked.
Barry would
So-
definitely hear that.
I feel it. Do we need to roll awareness checks?
Yeah, everybody roll
Yeah.
awareness checks, and Eowyn, you too.
Goody.
I roll
Yeah, you can roll as well.
awareness.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kill it on the awareness check.
I have Sauron. I am
Ooh.
fast. I am in really
You've had a
24.
own world.
Okay, 24, so that's 1 success.
I don't roll an Eye of Sauron or Gandalf, but I do roll a 6 on my 6.
Okay, did you beat your target number?
I did.
Okay,
15 for me, only one past my target number.
okay,
Ooh, I
Grimjorn?
forgot there was a thing.
16,
266.
and that's 4 above.
Fantastic. Halberad.
And 18. That
18.
beat my target number.
Fantastic. Eowyn, what did you roll?
I got a 9.
Oh no.
With a 9, the rest of you, except Halowith, who is asleep, hear a blood-curdling scream as Eowyn, as the claws rank your face, you feel the blood dripping from the wound, and your vision is immediately replaced by Eowyn. Or excuse me, your vision is immediately replaced by Eomer being crushed by his own horse, by Theodred being stabbed by one of the his henchmen. You see your uncle's body and the entirety of Edoras being overrun by spiders as this spider queen Shelob stands atop Edoras as it burns to the ground. What are the rest of you doing as you burst into the tent?
Oh my
Well, who
god.
Are
burst in
we-
first? Who's first in through the flap?
Beery is first with the first awareness check, and then it will be Halbarad.
Is she clearly
He
holding
is
it?
still holding it, yes.
Yeah, that thing's getting kicked out of the tent.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh,
Like
okay.
kicking a
This will be a
bowling
second.
ball.
Yeah, hey, kickball was invented by the dwarves as canon.
Golf was invented by the hobbits, so that's also canon.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
him have it.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Finally, my goodness. Been a while. Okay. I mean, it's a roaring success. Do you want me to just sum this up?
Yeah,
24.
24. Okay. Beery, you're gonna take
Six.
You're gonna take 6 points of damage from kicking it because it is literally like kicking a steel wall with all of your might. Eowyn, the visions of the horror that you see stop immediately, and you are brought back to reality, almost in like that Tony Stark when he touched the Loki's spear
Yeah.
in a lot of 2 Age of Ultron references in one episode. I love it. The rest of you rush in to see the Palantir starting to roll through Eowyn's tent.
And am I
You say
next? Or?
Halbrad's next.
Yeah, you're up next. What are you doing?
I would like to stop it with my foot like a soccer ball.
Okay, done.
What do I see when I walk in?
It is Eowyn, clearly disheveled as though she has just run a marathon. Beery has kicked it. You can tell that she's been tossing and turning, sort of like gyrating in her body, not really being able to control it. The pillows and blankets are everywhere. There's cups overturned. There's some wine that was spilled every which way. And then the rest of the folks behind you rush in.
I take the nearest blanket and I just cover it up. I just
Right on. Okay. Palantir
what is
covered.
this?
The rest of you
Deary
walk
falls to his knees and roars in pain. And it's at this moment where the Unpredicted Party fans pause it and tell them that he broke his toe.
That is like 100 HP to the final boss, I think.
That's
maybe,
not
but
fair.
No. I'll allow it. That,
100.
did you do that
Oh,
on purpose?
man.
I'm so upset.
That like
too.
hurt
Though.
my feelings. It was so bad.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
literally am reeling.
Live chat, you better have appreciated that one.
Mhm.
All right. Halbarad, the rest of the group, minus Halowith, comes in as you throw it over the blanket.
I'm just gonna hold it like a sack of potatoes. Like, like this. What is this?
I guess maybe Tarail's next. It might
Yeah,
as well be
go
next
go
in.
for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What is Eowyn just like sprawled out? What is she doing right now?
Right. Eowyn, you have taken the 6 points of damage from the physical attack, and you're going to take an additional 3. It's not psychic damage, but it is emotional trauma that you are going to feel physically. She's pretty sprawled out. She's not doing too well. Think of
Great.
Pippin. Think of Pippin after he had his ordeal.
Tarail bursts into the tent with her knives drawn, looking around for an enemy, and upon taking in the chaos, she briefly looks torn between Beery and Eowyn and makes a decision. She throws down her knives and drops to Eowyn's side, takes her
Aw.
by the shoulders and begins like just trying to shake her and make sure she's conscious. My lady.
I think Eowyn's eyes sort of like fly open. She's got like blood all over her face or whatever. And she just says, Edoras will burn. We need to convene the council. And she's like trying to get up. She's like, let's go. We got business. We gotta go. And she's just fighting you every step of the way to get out of bed.
All is well, lady. My lady, lie down. Rest. Be at ease.
You
And
don't understand.
I understand. There is nothing that we can do right now.
I
And
need to speak to Elrond. I need to speak to the council.
I'm sure they will come.
Right around now, Tanel and Grimbrorn, you both come into the tent.
What happened?
No one answered my question.
Nobody knows. Yeah. So Tariel is
What the fuck is going on?
ignored this for a minute, and then looking over at Halbarad, she sort of takes it in and then looks back at Eowyn and says, "Is that what I think it is?"
What happened?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Grimbrand runs down. What did you see?
So Eowyn will sort of like nod at Tariel and then like look down because she looks a little bit guilty. And then she'll look over at you, and she'll say, I have seen the end, and I think I know how to stop it. But we must make a plan, and we must now.
Elrond needs to know.
First, we must get rid of that. And
No one has told me what this thing is. What is this?
It is a
Palantir.
seer stone called the Palantir.
What does it do?
Well, this one in particular is connected to Gwaihir.
And you saw him?
Eowyn nods.
Did he see you?
Tariel gestures at the claw marks on her face.
Do not patronize me.
Get that out of here. Commend that into the care of Lord Elrond.
I just hold it.
Do as I say, man.
Who are you?
I am Tariel, General of the Woodland Realm, and this lady is in my care. Do you wish to keep her alive or no?
I don't know who the fuck you are. And I don't know who the fuck you think you are. But you are not my general. You are not my king. So I would like
Fighting
to
words.
and I'm just gonna hold it like a sack of potatoes
Okay.
and ask Eowyn, did they see our position?
No, I took precautions. They saw me and nothing else, but I saw their location. I know where they are, and I know which way they are heading. Like I said, we need to get to the council. We have much to discuss.
Is Timothy here?
No.
Okay.
Do any of you know how to reset a toe?
Oh God! Did you try to kick it?
He's like he's hopping on one foot. He's still holding the contraption he was making. Like,
Okay, Art, come here. Come here.
finds a seat.
Tanel's gonna try her best to just bandage it.
Tanel, go ahead and make a healing check, but you will notice it's actually 2 toes that are broken.
Oh my gosh, Beery. Well, you
Beery
did a
just
very
focuses
good
on
job.
The thing he's working on.
Can I look inside the blanket?
No.
Yeah, you can not
I'm just
touch it
looking at
physically.
it.
Yeah, you can look into it. Yeah.
I didn't meet my target number.
It's pretty bad. This is it's going to take some time to heal. You do your best, but it's going to hurt.
Beery,
He's trying to struggle.
You'll make it worse.
He's more a
Hurts.
fighter than a healer.
I would like to. Well, what do I see if I just look at it? What happens?
You see a bowling ball sized sphere with a roiling fire mixed with smoke, mixed with ash, mixed with water. It's kind of unclear exactly what you're looking at.
I spit on it.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
No.
Cool. I'm going to make a makeshift kind of like a hobo bag.
Okay.
I just put it on my belt.
Okay. Cool. It is around the time that you were doing this that Aomer, hobbled as he is, bursts into the to the tent. Eowyn, she's safe.
I am
She's
all
safe,
right.
just pushing through.
I'm all right,
thank God.
Aomer.
What happened? I heard your scream.
She looks down guiltily again. I looked into the Palantir to try and gain information before the council. It ended, and she like points to her face.
What is a
Poorly.
What is a Palantir?
It is a way of connecting to Gwai here. And
What?
I
leave the tent. I take the ball and I leave the tent.
And
Where
since
you
I'm right
headed?
there, I'm gonna do
I-
healing.
I follow Halberad.
And I leave the tent immediately. And
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to Elrond.
Okay.
I'm
But
following.
they
him.
don't know that.
Whoever wants to
This
can.
bitch.
Yeah, whoever wants to can follow him.
Me.
Eowyn, Eomer, your brother is going to continue to like just make sure you're okay talking about all of this. Albarad, as you bring the Palantir to Elrond, and I'll say whoever wants to be there sort of can be if you want to follow.
Me
just-
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Tanel's on his heels.
What do you say, Albarad? Oh, sorry.
I don't even acknowledge Tanel's presence. I just keep walking.
Okay. So as you approach Elrond, what happens?
I'm gonna give him the look that means my tent now. No words, just
He follows.
Following him.
I stop Tanel at the door.
You can be upset with me. You can be mad at me. You can think that I am your enemy, but I know what that is. And I know the experience that have been had with it.
I'm sure you do. You and your friends can no longer be trusted.
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Prove me wrong.
Do you really truly think I would receive a letter from you and not reply? Do you really think that I would intentionally spurn you after everything? And she pushes her hair back to show the little scars that are still on her cheek that Halbarad left.
I would like to. I'm halfway in the door of the tent, and I would like to exit the tent fully so
Mhm.
Elrond doesn't hear this.
Okay.
And I asked Tanel, do you remember how you got that scar?
Of course.
And where's the proof that you got it?
A Balrog took it as I tried to fight him and we defeated him.
Mm.
You know not what I have done, and I know not what you have done. But I am not your enemy.
Do you know why I named your sword the way I named your sword?
Yes.
A king's shadow. Because it never leaves you. But you have left me in the cold. And I turn and I just walk back into the tent.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of the Unpredicted Party.
Man, he's one cold bitch, man.
Oh my God. This is excellent.
Cold.
Oh my God, Justin, you're killing me.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That is true. That's why I named it. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny.
Okay.
Still
Well,
have it.
I still have it. It's just not really a
it's
sword
just
right
a
now.
little. It's just a little limp.
Yep.
So
Oh,
as
I guess
as,
we're not doing that, council.
as per usual, my guest who wanted to be here who should have been here for one episode is going to be here for another. Justin.
What? That's so unexpected.
Wow.
Who
I
could
know,
have
Unexpected.
predicted?
Insert like that
Unpredicted,
Pikachu
you would say.
meme, which is always
Yeah.
or Jake
Okay.
Peralta going, what? What?
What?
You know,
And Justin, way to keep us on our toes, man.
Listen. Oh, actually, we'll talk about it in the after party.
After
Yeah,
party.
I have
yeah.
so much to
Conflicted
tell
party
you
action?
guys. I love you all, so I'm not actually mad at you, Justin.
Yeah,
No,
we know
this
it's
is
just a game,
no,
man.
Justin.
It's
This
just
is
pretend.
this is brilliant. I am having the time of my life. Please know that.
100%.
Oh, all right. Thank you all so much for joining us, Justin. Thank you for coming back. Join us on Patreon for the Unpredicted After Party. I know a few folks have to jet, but whoever wants to stay can come and hang out. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
So
and
the
next
Friday,
Monday,
the Friday after.
excuse me, 2 Fridays from now, 7 p.m. on YouTube.
In a
or
fortnight.
Thank you, Charlotte. Great word. In a fortnight, 7 p.m. on YouTube, and that next Monday, wherever podcasts are streamed. Make sure you are leaving a like, make sure you are subscribing, leaving us a 5-star review, and a round of applause wherever you are for my players, because my God, you all just fantastic stuff today. All right. Bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.